Hi guys, today we're going to read a book called Our Natural Resources by Liz Ray. Our Natural Resources. Table of Contents. Getting started. 2. Minerals. 4. Soil and water. 8. Forest and fish. 12. And Index 16. Getting started. The United States has many natural resources. Natural resources are things that are found in nature, like minerals, soil, water, forests, and animals. Natural resources are made by nature, not by people. But people use these resources all the time. We use them to meet our needs for food, clothes, and shelter. We must care for our natural resources. We need to protect and conserve them. That means we avoid wasting them or using them up. This is called conservation. Minerals. Minerals are found in the ground ground people mine or dig. Minerals from the earth, for example, salt is a mineral that is mined in the United States. So is silver, which can be used to make things like coins and jewelry. The mineral coal is an important fuel. It is also used with iron to make steel. Many things are made with steel, like cars and buildings. Yet mining coal may cause problems in the future. We can't replace the coal we use, so we must learn to conserve it. Oil is another important fuel. It is used for heating and for making cars work. We also use it to make plastics, paint, fabric, and other products. Oil can't be replaced either. Many people are trying to conserve oil by using less of it. They are also trying to use other sources of energy such as wind. Soil and water. The United States has a lot of good soil for growing crops. In fact, the United States grows more food than it can use. So the United States sells food to many other countries. Soil is an important natural resource from growing the foods we eat or sell. These foods include soybeans, wheat, corn, and other grains. The United States also grows many kinds of vegetables and fruits. If the soil isn't cared for, it won't produce good crops. Farmers can conserve soil by not planting too many crops. They can also fertilize the soil with care. Another important natural resource is water. Our lakes and rivers provide people and animals with drinking water. Farmers use the fresh water to keep plants moist until it rains. Caution: town water intake. Please do not wash vehicles here, but we need to protect our rivers and lakes. Many farms, factories, and towns have spoiled the water. We must join together to keep our water supply clean and safe for everyone. Forests and fish. Almost a third of the United States is covered with forests. We depend on this natural resource in many ways. Trees help to keep the air clean. Trees provide food and shelter for animals. Many of us enjoy walking or camping in the forest. Trees are also used to make many products. For example, we use the wood from trees to make houses and furniture. We make paper from wood pulp. How else do we use trees? Cutting down all the trees in a forest causes problems. People must use this resource with care. They must make sure that they leave plenty of growing trees. Fish are a natural resource. To many people depend on fish for food and jobs. Fishing too much in one spot or making water dirty can harm fish. That's why there are laws to protect and conserve fish. Forest products: oil, coal, corn, wheat, soybeans, fishing. This map shows some natural resources and where they can be found. What are the natural resources in your area? Index: coal 4, 5, 15. Conservation 3. Crops 8, 9. Fishing 14, 15. Forests 2, 12, 13, 15. Fuel 4, 6. Minerals 2, 4. Natural resources 2, 3, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Oil 6, 7, 15. Soil 2, 8, 9. U.S. resources map 15. Water 2, 8, 10, 11, 14. Words: avoid, coins, join, moist, oil, soil, spoiled, oil, enjoy, soybeans. Social studies: conversation, converse, mine, minerals, natural resources, products. Okay, we're done with this book. Now, we're gonna read this book. It's Water Power. Set 4. Water power. Focus energy. Focus energy. Water is used for many things. We drink water, we wash with water, we sometimes play with water. Water can move things to make electricity. A waterfall can make electricity. Electricity made from falling water is called hydroelectricity. So we're talking about water. Sometimes water from a dam is used to make electricity. The water in the dam flows through the machines. The blades in the machines turn the machines make electricity. So you see how they're like a long time ago, they're talking about water, the power of water to make electricity and everything else. Long ago, river water was used to make flour. The water from the river flowed over a water wheel. The spinning wheel turned the millstones. The millstones ground corn into flour. Water, you see a big ship, and this is the ocean. Water that is boiled makes steam. Steam can make things move. Steam can make engines work. Long ago, ships had steam engines. Trains also had steam engines. The steam pushed the train wheels to make them turn. Paddle steamers had steam engines too. The engines turned the wheel on the boats. The paddles on the wheels pushed against the water. This made the boat move. Okay, index. Drinking water 2, making flour 8, making hydroelectricity 4 and 6, paddle steamers 14, steam engines 10 and 12 and 14, steam trains 12, washing with water 2, water wheel 8. Okay, we're done with this book. Now, we're gonna read this book. It's called Earth's Resources by Elspeth Leacock. Looks like they're talking about the Earth. People need water to survive. Long ago, Romans needed more water for their cities. They built aqueducts to carry water from natural springs to cities in the Roman Empire. The water was then stored in cisterns. The Nimes aqueduct is in modern day France. Use the map and the photo to discuss the aqueducts. What part of aqueducts carried water? Aqueducts carried water. About how long ago was the Nimes aqueducts? What materials did the Romans use to make the aqueducts? Paris, France, Nimes, Italy, Rome. Nimes aqueducts. The Nimes aqueducts used water from a spring and uses to the city of Nimes. The Pont du Gard was built over the Garden River. A city holds water. This one was built 2,000 years ago. It is still used today. Water traveled along the top part of the aqueducts. Physical and human characteristics. A globe is a model of Earth that shows the oceans and continents cover about 70% of the Earth's surface. The continents over the rest of Earth. On Earth, there are mountains, hills, and plains. These are called landforms. There are also bodies of water, such as seas, lakes, and rivers. Landforms and bodies of water are physical characteristics. Climate is the pattern of weather a place has over time. Climate is also a physical characteristic. So are the plants, trees, and animals on Earth's surface. Some physical characteristics are found underground, including minerals such as gold and diamonds. People use some of Earth's physical characteristics. These characteristics are called natural resources. Natural resources are part of nature. They are not made by people. Gold is a mineral found in nature. It is a natural resource because people can use it. Key ideas. Physical characteristics of a place include landforms and climate. So, physical characteristics are natural resources. What physical characteristics do you see in this photograph? Chapter 1, Physical and Human Characteristics 5. Quito, Ecuador. Human characteristics. These changes that people make to a place are human characteristics. Government, religion, roads, buildings, population, and language are all human characteristics. The economic activities of a place are also human characteristics. These cities of Quito, Ecuador has physical and human characteristics. Quito receives a lot of direct sunlight, but Quito is also high in the Andes. in the Andes mountain, so it has a cool climate. The chart shows some of Quito's human characters. What is a region? Geography is the study of physical and human characteristics of places on Earth, an area that shares one or more characteristics is a region. Let's look at 3 regions in Ecuador. Disturbing location. A pattern of imaginary line shows the location of places on the globe. Latitude and longitude. Look at the globe. Find the equator and the prime meridian. Now, find Quito. It is in the western hemisphere, right on the equator at zero latitude, 78 longitude. Your turn. Read maps. This map shows what crops farmers in Ecuador grow in each region. Make context. Use the language of social studies. What is a region? A region is an area that shares one or more characteristics. Regions of resources. Regions have physical characteristics. These characteristics include natural resources such as soil, water, and minerals. Natural resources help determine the economic activities of a place or region. In a region with good soil, people may farm. In a region with coal, people may dig underground to find the coal and remove it. Some resources can be scarce or limited in some regions and plentiful in others. For example, water is scarce in a desert and plentiful in a rainforest. Some resources are renewable. Go to the next page. A limited resources, oil is an important natural resource. You know how in these books, how we talked about natural resources, this book is talking about natural resources too. A limited resource, oil is an important natural resource. It is turned into energy to heat our homes. It is turned into gasoline for cars and jets. Oil is also used to make lipstick paint, clothing rugs, and most plastic items. Most nations in the world use oil, but only certain regions of the world have oil reserves. Oil reserves are underground supplies of oil. A few nations have large reserves of oil, but most nations do not have enough oil to meet their needs. The bar graph shows how much of the world oil reserves is located in each region. As you can see, most of the world's oil is in the Middle East, but less than 26 of the oil produced in the Middle East is used there. What happens to the rest of the oil in the Middle East? How does the other 74% get to the places on Earth that need oil? Resources effect, Chapter 3. Of communities, Chapter 3. Resources can help determine the population of a community. If resources are plentiful, the population may grow. If resources are scarce, the population may stay small or disappear. Let's look at how resources have affected 3 communities in California. Mojave, California is a small community. Is a small community of fewer than 5,000 people. It has good weather and plentiful open space. The Mojave is in the middle of a desert. Water is scarce and expensive. This helps keep Mojave's population small. Los Angeles, California has a population of nearly 4 million people. Drinking water is scarce in Los Angeles, as it is in Mojave, but 430 million gallons of water are piped into Los Angeles every day. Like Mojave, Los Angeles has good weather. Unlike Mojave, Los Angeles is on the Pacific Ocean. Businesses such as shipping, tourism, and the film industry have the economic activities of Los Angeles have attracted millions of people to the city. Los Angeles has one of the busiest ports in the world. Hollywood is a part of Los Angeles. Hollywood. Career explorations, weather forecast. Use language to give examples. Oh, this is just a study page. Okay. Social studies around you growing season in the U.S. Weather and climate affect the plants that can grow in a place. People use a zone map to figure out what plants they can grow. The legend on the map gives the average low temperature in Fahrenheit in each zone. Look at the map and the chart. Answer the questions. Okay. And we're done. So this book was almost the same as these books. The water power and our natural resources. Now we're going to talk about Luis Munoz Marin, father of modern Puerto Rico. So he was actually the father of modern Puerto Rico, by Linda and Charles George. This looks like a good book, so let's read it. This is him. Okay, the content. I think I'm gonna like this book. Chapter 1. I like how they do that thingy like that instead of doing like bold word over here. I like it. Change comes to Puerto Rico. Wait, how am I on page 7? Oh. Okay. What do you picture when someone mentions Puerto Rico? Do you image palm trees swaying in the cool ocean breeze, or high-rise resort hotels and sandy beaches? Do you picture an island in the Caribbean Sea full of happy suntanned tourists? All of these pictures are correct, yet they do not reveal how Puerto Ricans struggled to make their island a better place to live. Puerto Rico is a beautiful Fertile Island. It lies about 1,609 kilometers southeast of Miami, Florida. Puerto Rico is located between the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. Its capital city is San Juan. Puerto Rico's area is 3,427 square miles, 5,515 square kilometers. It is mountainous and enjoys a mild climate. Puerto Rico. Thanks to the effort of Luis Munoz Marin, the first elected governor of Puerto Rico, the island is now more secure and prosperous than ever. He devoted most of his life to improving his homeland. In the 1930s, most Puerto Ricans lived in poverty. Many were out of work. The only source of income came growing sugarcane. Most sugarcane plantations or large farms were owned by people who didn't live in Puerto Rico. The money these farms earned left in the island. Puerto Ricans remained poor while people in the countries became rich from the sale of sugarcane. Puerto Rico had few schools and almost no paved roads. There weren't many hospitals at times. There wasn't enough food to eat or clean water to drink. Slum areas like this one is San Juan, where a common sight during the 1930s. When most Puerto Ricans were desperately poor. Because of this, people didn't live very long. The island was one of the poorest in that part of the world. Spain surrendered control of Puerto Rico to the United States in 1898. Puerto Rican leaders argued about whether their island should become a state or an independent country. They spent so much time debating the island's statutes. They neglected its worst problems. In 1938, Louis Munoz Martin began to change everything. Louis, the Puerto Ricans should try to solve the problems of poverty, illness, and unemployment existing on this island. They could worry about the island status later. Louis formed a new political party with the support of the poor and the working class. He was elected president of Puerto Rico's Senate. He began a successful political career that led Puerto Rico into the modern world. For a long time, Puerto Rico's sugarcane fields were one of the only resources of income on this island. Family life. In 1919, while working as a writer in the United States, Louis married a poet from New York City and Puerto Rico. They had 2 children, Luis and Munita. After a divorce in 1946, Louis married Inés Maria. Inés Maria divorced. In 1946, Louis married Inés Maria Mendoza. In 1947, they had 2 daughters, Vian and Victoria. Louis Munoz Marin left this wife Inés and daughters Victoria and Vian. When his father died in 1916, Louis returned to Puerto Rico. He soon went back to the United States through to the new resident chemist. Louis interested in lecture led him to write articles, poems, and stories for newspapers and and magazines. In 1917, 2 of his books were published. They were Boranes, which means sketches, and they work. Awards. Over the years, Luis received many honors, including 4 honorary college degrees. He won the Freedom House Award in 1956. The Murray Green Award in 1962, and the Cardozo Award in 1962. In 1963, he received the President's Medal of Freedom from U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Okay, we're done with our books. Now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and comment down below if you liked any of these books. Bye!